Now let's see the AAS congruence criterion. If two angles and any side of a triangle are equal to the corresponding angles and side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. To put it in simple words, if in two triangles, two angles on any side are respectively equal to the corresponding two angles on any side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent to each other. So this is called the AAS congruence criterion because two angles on any side, two angles on any sides, AAS. It's not ASA. ASA is two angles on the included side. This is AAS, two angles on any side. So we take up two triangles ABC and DEF. What is given? Two angles on any side of one triangle equal to two angles and any side of the other triangle. So see, these are the two angles of triangle ABC. These are the two triangles of triangle ABC equal to these two triangles respectively of triangle DEF. Angle A is equal to angle D. Angle B is equal to angle E. And any other side. See here, AB and DE are the included sides. These two angles include the side AB. These two angles include the side DE. So we must not consider these two sides, some other side. So say BC is equal to EF. We should not take up the equal sides, sorry, the included sides. AB is the included side in this triangle. DE is the included side in this triangle. Must not take AB and DE. So some other side, BC, let BC be equal to EF. So angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and BC is equal to EF. Given this, we need to show that the two triangles are identical. They're congruent to each other. So in this triangle, we know that angle A plus B plus C is 180. In this triangle, angle D plus E plus F is 180. So see here, A plus B plus C is equal to D plus E plus F. A plus B plus C is 180. D plus E plus F is also 180. But we know that angle A is equal to angle D. Angle A is equal to angle D. So that cancels on both sides, A and D. And we also know that B is equal to E. So cancels on both sides. So we are left with angle C is equal to angle F. Angle C is equal to angle F. So since angle A is equal to angle D, cancels. Angle B is equal to angle E, cancels. So we are left with angle C is equal to angle F. So we have angle C is equal to angle F. We're going to prove AAS using ASA criterion. Now in the two triangles, we know that angle B is equal to E. We know that B is equal to E. And now we proved C is equal to F. We know that angle B is equal to angle E. We know this. And we now proved that C is equal to F. And we also know that BC is equal to EF. BC is equal to EF. Now just check all these, all this we have. Take up the LHS, angle B, angle C, BC. Angle B, angle C, BC. Clearly two angles included side. Take up the RHS, angle E, angle F, EF. Angle E, angle F and EF. So see here, angle E, angle F and EF. So clearly these two sides and the included angle here, sorry, these two angles and the included side are respectively equal to these two angles and the included side here. See here, BC, BC, angle B, angle C, BC, two angles included side. Angle E, angle F, EF, angle E, angle F, EF, two angles included side. So clearly the two triangles are congruent to each other by the ASA congruence criterion. Again, it's not that you should call it ABC congruent to DF. You can also say BCA congruent to EFD, because B corresponds to E, right? And C corresponds to F. So A corresponds to D. B is equal to E. Angle B is equal to angle E. So vertex B corresponds to vertex E. Angle C is equal to angle F. So vertex C corresponds to F. So if you say, so automatically A corresponds to D. So if you say BCA, you must say EFD. Or if you say ABC, you must say for A, D. For B, you must say E. So ABC, DEF. That's what you see here. ABC congruent to DF by the ASA congruence criteria.